Hey church leaders, today we're taking a look at how churches can foster a sense of alignment throughout the organization so that each ministry team and team member understands how their work aligns with the mission, vision, and strategic goals of the church. But before we get into the video, take a second to hit the subscribe button on the screen. Here at the Unstuck Group, our goal is to help pastors grow healthy churches by guiding them to align vision, strategy, team, and action. With every tool and process we develop, our priority is to help churches help people meet and follow Jesus. We're here to help you get and keep your church unstuck. So subscribe now so you don't miss a video. Now let's dive into what we call the Unstuck Group, the Strategic Alignment Pyramid. The pyramid is designed to show every team member how their personal priorities align with the overall organizational goals of the church. Let's start with the foundation layer of the pyramid, the core beliefs, the mission, and disciple making. And we say foundational because these are at the bottom of the pyramid. It's the foundation. And once they're established, the foundational level areas rarely change. In fact, we build the rest of the ministry on top of this foundation. Foundational level 1 represents your core beliefs. Core beliefs are those things about which you believe the Bible is crystal clear and for which you'd be willing to lay down your life. We actually call them your die-for beliefs. These aren't beliefs that you would only defend. Topics like, can women lead in the church? Now, while most churches have strong opinions on topics like these, there are theologians who have opposing arguments on either side. So we defend our point of view, but we wouldn't die for these topics. And they're not discussed topics either. Those are topics the Bible just says very little about, like is the earth 6,000 years old or 6 billion years old? Again, your die-for core beliefs are the foundation that your church stands on, and you must address these things before moving on to anything else. Level 2 is your mission, the why we exist portion. In reality, the mission of every New Testament church is essentially the same. It was given to us by Jesus. He told us to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Teach these new disciples to obey all the commands I have given you, and be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. This foundational level defines and clarifies for everyone on the team why the organization exists. Level 3 is the foundational level, defines who we are becoming as we live on mission with Jesus. In other words, we have to ask ourselves, if we help people find and know Jesus, what will they look like? Of course, we never arrive on this side of heaven, but what does a disciple of Jesus look like? Who should we be becoming? And if we don't see evidence of people heading in that direction of looking more like Jesus, then something is wrong. Again, though we may change how we talk about these 3 layers, the foundation of the church is something that shouldn't change regardless of circumstances. Regardless of the methods of your ministry, you're not changing what you believe, why you exist, or who you want to become as a disciple of Christ. Next up, the middle level of the pyramid is the directional level. Level 4 is your vision. It answers the question, where are we going? It's a picture of where you believe God is calling your church to be in the years to come. And it's as specific as possible as what the future will look like. At the Unstuck Group, we like to start by looking out 3 to 5 years, sometimes a little bit longer. Once you've answered where God is leading you over the next several years, then we move to the next layer of the directional level, which is defining your organizational goals. Organizational goals define what success looks like for the organization, broken up by 1-year increments. And these goals define the high-level results you want to see each year in order to be a healthy church that is moving towards your vision. Many churches develop a dashboard that defines these goals, and the senior leaders of the church review these results each month. Here's a sample of goals that might be on the dashboard. Now, in-person attendance, we're all used to that, but salvations and baptisms, we should be seeing new people making decisions to follow Jesus. New people in the database, that's a great one to track to ensure you're actually getting new people coming into the church. And of course, measuring students and serving groups, all of those types of things indicate taking next steps along the discipleship pathway. The last level in the directional section addresses your organizational strategies. These strategies define how you'll accomplish your organizational goals. And you'll notice you define your goals first, and then after that, you define your strategies. This puts the emphasis on the results you want to see in light of your mission and vision that God's called you to. And too often, churches, we get married to our strategies or our methods. And when this happens, the way we do church, the how, becomes more important than why we're doing the church. So we build this from the bottom up. Vision first, then defining what success looks like, and then we choose the strategies that will best help us reach our goals. Notice how the different sections of the pyramid are building off one another? The key here is strategies are closer to the top of the pyramid. They can and they should be changed every once in a while. If the organizational goals are not being reached, the strategy should be changed. And if goals are being reached, then that strategy should be optimized. And when this directional section never changes and we begin to treat it as if it's the foundational part of the pyramid, that's when churches commonly get stuck. Now we move to the action section of the pyramid. This is the top. Level 7 reflects your ministry priorities. At this level, ministries are defining how they will support the vision and ministry strategies and help accomplish the annual organizational goals. This helps teams have ownership in the ministry goals and helps them understand if as a team they're actually winning or not. It also reveals if the strategies the church has chosen are actually working or not. And then at the very top of the pyramid is level 8, your personal priorities. This final level, building on all the layers beneath it, identify for each team member what their individual priorities and goals are for the year. And when this alignment is in place, everyone in the organization has clarity around how their roles connect to the bigger picture. This helps eliminate ministry silos in churches. Team members are in tune with what success looks like, and they're able to hold loosely to the methods, their strategies, but much tighter to the church's overall mission. As you can see, every step of the alignment pyramid is dependent on the one below it. You have to start at the foundation and build off each level to get to the top. This is the key to maintaining alignment on your staff and getting the whole team pulling in the same direction. Thank you all so much for tuning in to today's video. And if you found this video helpful and would like to see more like this in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button on the screen. You can learn more about how we help churches get unstuck at theunstuckgroup.com.